Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to talk about how to make it easy, enjoyable, and efficient to learn Quran. Now, sometimes we are motivated and we start learning Quran, and after some time, we get distracted and the learning stops or it's slowed down. Now, if you experience the same thing, what is the solution to this problem? Now, the solution is Love Learning Quran. So, there's a website up there called lovelearningquran.com in which there's a teaching methodology also involved. So, when you go to the portal, you can register and there will be a teacher and a virtual classroom. So, the student and teacher can interact in a virtual classroom with audio, video, and content within it. But behind the construction of this portal, the online portal, there is a teaching methodology as well. So the teaching methodology takes in SMART goals. So what does SMART goal means? So first I'll tell you what SMART actually stands for, and then I'm going to go in detail of each one of those items. So SMART means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. So, whatever goal you set for yourself, it has to be a SMART goal so that you can achieve it. Now, how does lovelearningquran.com help you achieve these SMART goals? So, first of all, let's go with specific. So, specific means when you're learning Quran, you've got to specify how many ayat are you going to read in a day. It could be learning the alphabets, reading the Quran, or trying to understand the Quran. So it could be ayah by ayah. You could set up your own goals. Any student and teacher, they can communicate and they can talk about what their goals are going to be before starting the lesson or before starting the module. So it has to be one-to-one. Every person has their own specific goals. So it has to be specific goal. So how many ayat do you want to cover within a month, within a week, within a day? The second point is measurable. So whatever goal you set, it has to be measurable. As I said, we can set the number of ayat. So in lovelearningquran.com, the teacher can enter the ayah start and ayah end for every surah. So whatever you read in a class or try to read in a class, the teacher can enter the start and the end ayah. So again, it is measurable. So in lovelearningquran.com, whatever you learn is measurable and is recorded in the system, and you can press a button to generate a report out of it. So you can see in how many days, how many ayat have you actually read. The next point is achievable. So every student is different. The age could be different. It could be a child, it could be an adult. So the capabilities are different. So backgrounds are different. Some people already know Arabic and they can move on to other goals, but some people are just starting with alphabets. So in this system, every student has to set their own goals which are achievable. So if you set achievable goals, you'll be encouraged. So after a month, if you achieve your goals, you'll have a sense of achievement. And the teacher and the student both will be happy. And that will lead to more learning of Quran. Inshallah, inshallah. Then the next point is relevant. Are these goals relevant to what you want to achieve? So some people might be aiming to actually learning the alphabet, somebody might be trying to learn how to read, and the other might be trying to learn how to understand the grammar of the Quran or the tafsir of the Quran. Everybody have their own levels of learning. So the goal has to be relevant. So that's what's in the system. So in Love Learning Quran, we set relevant goals for you. Then it has to be time bound. So as I said, when the teacher enters the ayat start and ayat end number, the system in the background is calculating the percentage of Quran read. So when the student logs into the portal, there's a progress bar showing this percent of para or juz has been completed. So this is the philosophy of being time based. So the idea of the goal being time based. So whenever the student logs into the system, which means they have this progress bar showing them that how much of the goal have they achieved. So if you think you've read half of the Quran in like 6 months, you can see the timelines of it. and there I won't go into all of the features of lovelearningquran.com, but these features are supporting the SMART goals, which is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time based. So whatever you do in lovelearningquran.com is supporting your SMART goals. And if you're achieving your goals, you'll be encouraged to do more. Inshallah, you'll be encouraged to do more and more, and you'll see the learning will increase. Now, this was about SMART goals. If you want, you could go a bit higher than that. You could have smarter goals. And that's what lovelearningquran.com has done. Smarter, I'll tell you what that means. ER at the end means evaluate and reward. Now, there is a feature within lovelearningquran.com where the teacher can evaluate the student. So there's a scoring system, and whenever they read something after a week, they can do an evaluation. So that will also encourage the student that, okay, I've put in so much effort. Is it good or bad? So if it's not too good, I need to put in more effort. If it's really good, I can improve on it. So there's an evaluation feature as well. And then we come to the reward. So in Love Learning Quran, as soon as you finish a para or a section of Quran, you get badges and certificates. So that is again to encourage the student, whatever age it is, that they learn more Quran. So it's an encouragement, and there's a recognition that yes, you've achieved a goal and you're going to the next step and the next step and the next step. And the journey to learn Quran will be much more interesting. So I hope you all find this interesting. Set your goals, and I encourage all of you to go to lovelearningquran.com and try to register as a student or a teacher. If you have a teacher, you can bring that teacher along with you and get into the system and use all of these features. If you are just a student and you want a teacher, we can arrange a teacher for you as well. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.